just check again. Great. Making sure the microphone is on. All right, welcome back. We are going to do another Apoc 3 attempt. Probably be the only one I try today. Let's just jump in. Yeah, I've talked a little bit about all the gear that I pick for this and why I pick it. And it's the same information you can find just about anybody else who does these sorts of runs, because that's where I got it from. So let's go about. Let's take a look at our objectives. That's probably a good place to start. Let's see here. Ghost to blow out a firelight. Okay. Video of a ghost. Oh boy. Cleanse the area using incense. That might be incredibly hard to get. Let's see. We'll find out. We'll find out. Grab the key already. And start throwing things into the door here. I should make sure I have my lighter. You know, this happened on the last game, if you watch the last attempt. The moment I threw the firelight in, it was blown out. And I had thought maybe that meant the ghost had teleported to me, but the ghost type at the end of the day wasn't something that could teleport, if I remember correctly. So, let's see if that happens again. Maybe it was a bug. I don't know. Crawling back to the truck. Well, hasn't been blown out yet. All right, we need our camera, as always. We'll need a video camera. Ugh. And we'll take a crucifix. Might as well put that on too. This is the most tedious and time-consuming part of this. I should come up with like stories to tell while we load these things up. Interesting. I don't really have a lot. I mean, I've had a lot of fun with this game over the years, but I don't often think about my experiences in terms of stories. And putting things in the words can be tricky for me sometimes. So, that's that sort of whatchamacallit, the the autism. Wow. Brain no braining. Okay. Well, let's keep dragging our stuff in one bit at a time. I like to duck down because, I don't know, it makes the world feel like it's moving by a little faster. You know, it's not, but a boy can dream. Freebird! Alright, let's see. Yeah, still didn't get that firelight. That's a shame. I will take... Well, I think we'll take... I probably don't need a second crucifix. That's not one of my objectives, thankfully. Getting a ghost to blow out firelight, that's just a matter of having it in its path. I think that is manageable. Video of a ghost is harder, because you got to get close enough to him for the video to register. And if you get spotted, it's really, really difficult to outrun. I don't know a lot of the hiding spots, but I know there's not a ton. So if I get an unlucky spawn, yeah, that could be difficult. And then cleanse the area near the ghost using an incense. That might not be that hard. It's not the ghost room. It's near the ghost. So I suspect if I get close enough to get a video, I'll probably have to incense. So this could be a decent setup. I'll keep my salt nearby for the sake of slowing him down. I don't need the second crucifix, as we just said. I'll take my 2 firelights. I might stick with just 2 firelight for now. I mean, I always like to have 4 for the extra light, but 2 just to help speed things along here. It takes so long. Okay. Well, let's throw that in. I'll hold on to this one, and I'm going to throw that in. And where's my parabolic? Let's see, there. Oh, it's all the way over there. Okay. Here we go. To work up the nerve there, and he immediately starts hunting. Demon, right? But I don't know. Let me prepare. I don't know where it is. It's not here yet. Don't want to talk too much, but I'm just going to listen for a bit from here. At the same time, I will start preparing my cheat sheet to see if we can help narrow it down based on hunt timers and all. Okay. Still going. I mean, I'm curious, right? I don't want to make you stare at that. Curious, it hunted immediately. Never had that happen. So, still nothing on the parabolic. I should move. Like, I feel like it's gotta be a demon. But I should really get the all clear before I start getting too excited. I don't know where it is. Alright, well, let's be a little braver. Start checking. You know, one thing we didn't do. Check for orbs at the onset. So, okay. So we're not hunting currently. Oh, gosh. I think we need to go back and listen. Maybe start moving up slowly. Okay, he's not currently hunting. Okay, well, I got nothing so far. I don't want to start chatterboxing too much because I don't know when the hunt will start again. There we go. Woof. Okay, so let's do this. We're going to wait for that door to close and we're going to start timing things. Probably don't want to have that on. Oops, wrong button, but okay. I didn't get to it fast enough, so my timer is not going to be accurate. do it again. I'm just going to move up a bit. Can't hear anything, so I'll just walk some stuff forward while listening. And every time I go back, we'll check the door. We're going to have a hard time, because I have to try the door trick again. Yep, here we are. Alright, now that I have the thing open and ready, a bit of an ass for not having that prepared, but here we are. Okay, so let's reset our hunt timer. And when the hunt ends, we'll set our cooldown timer and see if it demons or not. Now it's hard. It's not necessarily a fact that it'll always start hunting after that amount of time, but it's guaranteed, or it's not guaranteed. It could. There's a chance. I don't remember how to. Yeah. If it's like a 1 in 3 or a 1 in 5, I don't remember that number, but. Can hunt 60 seconds after being smudged. Can hunt 20 seconds after the previous hunt has ended. Can hunt at any sanity. Ooh, okay. We have 0 sanity to begin with, so there's nothing in there saying that. There's no setup time. It's not weird that it started its hunt early. It is interesting that it still hasn't hunted, but yeah, it could have started a cooldown timer way back when. Interesting, right? How long has it been? Haven't been watching. Okay, there it goes. It's nowhere near us. Wherever the hell it is, it's nowhere near us. Down at the end of one of the halls, maybe. Still got another 20 seconds. 10 seconds. 2, 1, and door. So, okay, we'll wait for that cue. Yeah, it's not early. Interesting. Whatever it is, it's not inclined to hunt. It's not really a thing that makes sense. But there's a part of me that's thinking something about maybe a Galu or an Abambo cycling through states. I don't know. Whatever it is, it's taking a long time between hunts. It's not angry. I don't know. So we're going to take 2 smudges. I know this is hard to watch. I'm so quiet. But I get very tense. Nothing. Is he still hunting? He is. Nowhere near us. Guesses it must be done by now, right? I'm anxious. Still hunting. Still not a sound. Possible myling. I mean, I feel like we can usually hear things that are down at the end of the halls. But maybe not from downstairs. There he is. Found him. This might be fortuitous, because we're at a pretty good distance, so we could safely set up probably roughly here and listen for a while. Yes. Interesting. Well, this is going to make things a little tricky. I should be able to listen to him, but it's hard to tell when he starts and stops. He's pretty far back. Bathroom, sink, kitchen, I'm assuming. Probably lure him close. I really want to be ready for that. But I think we can set up Safely. Yeah, with relative safety. I don't think he's going to get all the way up here. I'm interested in that sound that he made. Was that an unusual sound? I'll listen again and see if he does it again. It might just be one of like a number of different sounds ghosts can make. I'm not, I don't usually have to pay this much attention to those sounds. When you got at least a little bit of evidence to rely on. What do I got here? Light. Crucifix. That's not something that's going to help me right now. Salt. Let's no. Take camera. All right. Do got to get him to blow out firelight, so I'm hoping that we can get that as he comes by if I lure him this way. I'll have to try to get a photo, obviously, so I will have to lure him over here. It's going to be tough. Okay. Kind of my biggest fear is that he'll move and I won't notice. He'll sneak right up on us. Okay. Whew. It's tense. It's probably colder than I'd like. It is very cold tonight. The video is going to be such a pain in the ass to get. I think my expectations on these are pretty low. Like, you're just waiting for that 1 in a million chance that you're going to get a DO. And easy objectives. Let's listen for a bit. I don't like that I've not heard him the last couple of times that I've checked. Oh, okay. Still back there. Guess we've just gotten lucky with the timing. Unless he's way back there, and that's why I can't hear him. Oh, 2 sinks. Okay. He's turned on both sinks. That's gonna drive me nuts. I so badly want to go back and turn them off. It'd be silly. But... well, remember, he doesn't hunt very much. We get a long time between hunts with this guy. For some reason. Huh. Let's see. There it goes. So it kept a pretty even pace the whole time. Okay. And it's a very normal pace. It's a very normal pace. So I think that means we can eliminate some options here. So let's go into our book. Banshee probably would have teleported to me, but I can't rule it out. Diane. Hey, here's an important thing. It's Alex Elliott, so it can't be a Banshee. Nor can it be a Diane. Okay, Dio. I feel like would be faster. Like, I don't want to rule it out because I just want it to be a magical Dio, but it's a very standard pace. Even in its room, it doesn't change pace. Demon seems very unlikely with the massive gap between these hunts. I want to say probably not. Galu. I was just looking into Obambo, and I don't think it's an Obambo. And I'll have to go back to... There it goes again. Feels like a pretty standard speed. Alright, so Galus. I was just explaining why I was looking at Abombos, and I don't think it's an Abombo. I want to take a look at Galu, because that's... Galus I have a really hard time getting a handle on. Now, they're supposed to be fast in their enraged state and slow in their weakened state, and this guy's been neither. So, not an Obombo. Goryo. Goryo. What do I know about a Goryo other than... Okay. Hmm. Okay. Interesting. So Gorio, what do we know about? Ooh, I wasn't even thinking about it. I was just paying. I was just listening so hard. What do I know about a Gorio that could help me out here? Gorio's. I mean, it hasn't changed its fate room, but that doesn't say much. Doesn't wander from its room very often either. Can't tell if this guy's. I mean, does that include hunts? Hmm. No way I can confirm it easily, unless it changes rooms. Here we go again, though. Okay. Can't rule out Goryo. Probably can rule out Hantu. Jin, oh gosh, don't get me started. Mare, same deal. Moroi, I think we would have seen it. Oh, we can't see a change of speed. It would be faster because I'm weaker. Gotcha. Miling, probably not, right? I can hear it, but I don't actually know that for sure if that's the way it works. We'll wait till it comes closer and we'll listen again. It was in here, but I couldn't really hear it. Right? Okay. I'm leaning very strongly right now. But I was also very confused by those times where it seemed like it stopped moving. You know what I'm talking about? I'm not sure what that was about. Did it step out of my range? To me, it almost seemed like it ran up to a wall, stopped for a second, and then kept running. But that didn't seem to be particularly near or far. Gosh, I don't know. Obake, can't really do anything. I have to see it. A Bombo, I think I can rule out. Because we haven't heard it change states at all. Oni, can't rule that out. Unreal, can't rule that out. Phantom, probably would have teleported. Phantoms do teleport, right? The Phantoms do something interesting. Hold on that thought. Poltergeist. I really haven't heard it throw enough stuff. I'm not going to hit it yet. Raiju. Could it be a poltergeist? How often would it have to be throwing stuff? Because it does feel like it's throwing a lot, doesn't it? Gosh, I don't know. I'm so not clear on the poltergeist theory. Oni, Anrio. Can't rule those out. Raju, I don't know. Revenant, definitely not. Shade, Spirit. They probably wouldn't be able to tell. Mimic, it hasn't changed its behavior, but I'm not going to say anything yet. Twins, no. Wraith, probably would have teleported at some point, but he hasn't. Yokai, isn't the yokai affected by sanity or zero? One of those two is more so than the other. Let's remember how that works. I don't think it could be them, but I don't really have anything to go on. I mean, normal. I think we have to summon it here and get a closer look before I can say anything. With not hearing the starts and ends of its hunts, it's really difficult to time that out. He's staying pretty far. I would love to, mate. That cold breath ability that I read about somewhere. Does that only happen over spirit box? Or do you hear that during hunts? And what does it sound like? That Hantus do. Huh. I think I need a closer look at this guy. I know that. I keep saying it. So let's get it. How about that? I'm going to grab more firelight. And we'll just go by ear. I want to make sure if I can get him up here, I can get a good... I can see him. You know what I mean? So, long walk. Oh, wait. I left him in the truck. Hey, you know what we do? have an opportunity to check. But again, if it was a mimic, it should have been something different by now. Alright, we only have the 2 firelight. It's fine. There's lots of candles in this room. We can make this work. Okay. It's parabolic. We have our smudges. Throw my smudge right there. A camera. Video camera. Oh, yay. Thank goodness. Alright. And then, yeah. Let's get a look at this guy. Ah, shoot. Smudge first and then camera, Bree. Smudge first and then camera. Oh, boy. And I didn't, gosh, did I at least get the photo? I got the photo. Look at that. What did I put my guess on? I'm going to go poltergeist. I didn't really have anything to work with. Oh, man. Myling. Myling. We had a suspicion. We did not trust that. But we did have a suspicion. Hey, that's very helpful, right? It does help me try to really get a better handle on when I'm going to start hearing those footsteps and when I'm going to start hearing that myling. I think that also tells us that I can hear the footsteps on the parabolic no matter what. So I really got to trust my devices, my ear. Yeah. I feel like that's one we could have done. I just needed to be smarter about how to get the media. I feel like I kind of had it in my head that that's how I was going to do it. But then when the moment came, I panicked. Go figure. Okay, well, that's my one shot for tonight. Thank you all for watching if you did. Um, or if you do, let me double check. There we go. All right. Have a good night.